Hello friends and happy Cinco de Mayo. Today I'm going to show you how to make some Polynesian style chicken tacos with our very own Hawaiian salsa blend. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is get together my marinade. So when I'm done with my chicken, I can just toss it right in. I'm going to start out with some pineapple juice. And this is pineapple juice from a can. And that's important to note because pineapple has an enzyme in it that really breaks down meat, kind of pulverizes it if left in too long, and the canning process destroys that. So we're able to leave our meat in the juice for a longer period of time without it completely cutting down all the connective tissue and turning our chicken basically into mush. Next, I'm going to add in some soy sauce, then some brown sugar, a whole bunch of honey, a whole bunch of garlic, some ginger, and lastly some black pepper. Now we just want to give it a good mixy and get all of that brown sugar and honey dissolved. And you may be asking yourself, Ben, why the hell didn't you use fresh ginger or garlic? Well, that's because I'm not a smart person and I didn't plan accordingly. And I don't have time to get to the grocery store. That looks pretty good to me. Let's set this aside and let's check out our chicken. Now I have here some chicken thighs. These have the bone in them and they are skin on, which I'm actually not going to want either for this cook. Because these are going to tacos, we obviously don't want the bone. What you can do, you can decide right now, do you want to just marinate them as is, call it a day, trim them afterwards, and then when you get to cook them, do you want to leave the bone in to cook, or do you want to take the bone out after the cook, before the cook? You can really do whatever you want. For me, I'm actually going to take off the skin because I don't need it, which is kind of sacrilegious in my opinion, but it is what it is. Perfect. Now I'm going to take these birds and just toss them into a Ziploc bag. And then I'm going to take all of our marinade and just pour it over top. Boom! Now we can let this sit for a couple hours, 24 hours. I'm going to go the full 24 hours. I'm going to cook this up tomorrow night. So these are just going to go into the fridge, taking care not to spill, and just let them sit. I'll keep flipping it every once in a while to make sure all the sides get evenly coated. But we got them marinating, and now we're just going to wait. Now what's really going to tie these tacos together is a nice pineapple salsa. And to do that, we're going to take all the pineapple from our can. It's about a 20-ounce can. And we're going to kind of finely dice them. Now this is going to go into a bowl. And then I want to dice up this bell pepper. I might use about half of it. I might use more. We'll see. Want some, bud? Come here. Up. Perfect. This is going to go in with our pineapple. I also want to take a red onion, and I only want about half of it. The other half, I think I'm going to pickle and use also in the tacos, but I want half of it diced up, and I want that to go into my slaw. Throw these into the pot. Then we also want to add some peppers in. At this point, you can really deviate and do what you like. You could absolutely do jalapenos and do more or less depending on, your spice level desired. I found Red Fresno peppers, which are kind of rare, at least for me. So I'm kind of stoked to use one of these. They're sweeter, not as hot, but I think these Red Fresno peppers are going to be absolutely perfect for this flavor profile we have here. They're kind of sweet, not too hot. I think that's perfect with pineapple and all the other stuff we got going on here. So I'm going to cut these up, get them in there. And like I said, if you like spicier, dial it up, add some more. And you could absolutely add jalapenos. You could add chili peppers. You can do whatever you want. I think these will be perfect for me, though. All right. Get this also into our pot. Now I also want to get the juice of 2 limes in here. Now for salt, you can dial in however much you want. I'm going to go with probably about 3 teaspoons of kosher salt. Not teaspoons, quarter teaspoons, so 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then lastly, this is the point where you get to throw in as much cilantro as you want. Unfortunately, my fiance does not like cilantro, so I have to kind of dial it back from what I would like to use. Just do as much as you want. A rule of thumb is maybe around, I don't know, 3 tablespoons, something like that. Fresh cilantro. Dried cilantro, you're probably going to want to use less because it'll be a little bit more flavorful. That's it. That's all we need. Get it all mixed together nice and good. Get everything all distributed throughout. And just give it a taste test to make sure the flavorings are where you want it. Perfect. And this is ready to set aside until we actually want to put it onto our tacos. Roasty toasty grill. Let's toss our chicken on, guys. Now, since these don't have a bone in them and they're pretty thin, they probably should cook pretty quick, guys, so I'm not even going to close the lid. I just want to get them nice and cooked off. Internal temp of 160 since we're doing it real hot and fast, but in reality, these are chicken thighs, so they can take a lot more heat, so you can go, you know, over that and not really have to worry about it. So 165 is probably about the point you want to pull them, but just let them cook off. And these chicken thighs are looking just about done, which is great because it just got super dark. I think it's about to start pouring. Let's get them inside, let's cut them up, let's make our tacos. Now I've got everything assembled now. I've got some of our chicken, got some sour cream cheese, our Hawaiian salsa, some pickled onions. If you're interested in how to make those, I'll have a link down below. They're super easy and they're really good. But most importantly, it's time to see how these taste, guys. Got our nice flour tortilla here, nice and warmed up. Time to give it the old-fashioned chomp. Guys, these are delicious. The Hawaiian salsa has a good amount of spice for us. It's got some sugar in there. It's really sweet, but it's really, really good. The chicken has that Polynesian style flavor with a bunch of soy sauce, a whole bunch of other complex flavors. It's also super, super good. And then you add in our pickled onions on there. You can't beat this flavor. We make a lot of different tacos in this house, guys. Usually we do kind of a traditional Mexican flavor, but sometimes we like to mix it up with different flavor profiles. And this is a really, really good one. But what you guys can do for me is let me know down below, what is your favorite type of tacos? Do you guys just do the standard chicken or beef on your skillet? Do you grill something up? Do you do exotic meats? Be really interested to know what you guys are cooking. Now, if you could do me a favor and do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all those shenanigans, makes me feel super happy inside. But most importantly, have yourself a margarita, cook up some Mexican food, and have a great Cinco de Mayo, guys.